Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to London. This is my first attempt at YouTube Live. It's going to be very much a test for me. Probably more of a test for me than entertainment for you. I'm starting on the banks of the River Thames, below the London Eye. I hope you can hear me. I don't normally film on my phone, so this is not only one of my first times filming on a phone, as well as my first go at YouTube Live. We'll see how this pans out. I'm going to start below the London Eye. The river's just here. Some amazing street performers on the banks of the river here. I think I'm just going to walk around the crowds that are here to visit the London Eye. I'll walk around the crowds, across the river here, and come out of Big Ben. It's 11:45 now, so I might see it striking 12. So yeah, let's see how this works. Can I change the camera to front facing? Yes, I can. Okay, views might be a little bit better now. Views of London rather than my face. We are going to head over there via that bridge. Hopefully you can hear me. It's very windy today and super windy, obviously, on the banks of the river. One other large crowd here watching some of the street performers. I'll show you.
At least we put some smile on your face. At the end of the show, you put smile on our faces too. It's our job, and this is what we do for a living. At the end of the show, nobody's going to pay us performing here. Without your support, we go from empty pockets. Therefore, if you like the show, you pay. If you don't like the show, you pay.
Okay, I'm not sure if I'll be able to keep up with the comments. I certainly don't think I'll be able to reply to them all as we go. Maybe in time I'll get better at doing this. Like most things, it takes practice. I'm going to head up the bridge here. Right, I'm going to head up the bridge here. It's a windy day today anyway. It's always windy on this bridge. And I have no idea how my phone, what the sound's like on my phone, even if you can hear me now. You definitely won't be able to hear me through the wind up here. But I'll show you the views and I'll talk to you on the other side of the bridge. Yeah, I guess there's going to be a problem with live broadcasting on a phone. Sound. Just turn the volume down if it's too windy. Yeah, and the shakes. I'm using an old iPhone. I think unless you get one of the latest and the big ones, image stabilisation is terrible. But if live's popular, maybe I'll get one with better image stabilisation. But for now, super shaky. bridges, the Queen Elizabeth bridges. You can only see one way, but there's a bridge either side. Yeah, maybe if I do some more of these. I can't connect a microphone to the phone, but it's always going to be windy here in London. Maybe I can use the iPhone headphones and have the microphone. That might be better than the inbuilt camera. But yeah, as this is my first go, I'll have to wait and see. I'm hoping I can watch this footage back. I've tried Instagram Live a few times, and obviously with that, it's very ephemeral. The footage disappears, so you can't ever see how it looks, how people are watching it. Hopefully with this I'll be able to watch it back, and then I can make adjustments and improvements for future live broadcasts. Okay, I've made it to the other side of the River Thames. I'm going to head down here, stairs here. I'm going to head down here. We'll head along the embankment to Big Ben, the Houses of Parliament, and we might be just in time for that to strike 12. Grand finale of my first live YouTube video. But yeah, if this YouTube live works out, it will be amazing. I'll be able to broadcast live for people from events here in London, and then obviously, hopefully I can save them to the channel, and obviously a lot of my viewers will be asleep when I'm broadcasting live from here in London. They can watch them back at a more convenient time, unlike Instagram. But yeah, you can see where we began on the other side of the river from here, the London Eye. Okay, it's a fair walk down here to the Houses of Parliament. What time is it? Can I see the time on this thing? No. Cross the road while I can, and then I'll be able to see Big Ben from the other side of the road. There we go, I can see the time now. Check it out, 5 to 12. thing that's going to be a bit of a drawback for these live for me right now is the image stability, shaky, and on compact cameras it's so good. On phones it's still, even on the latest ones, it's still not as good as the compacts. And sound obviously, but yeah, we can fix that with stabilizers and whatnot. If this proves to be popular, check it out, bagpipes. Fingers and hands all over the cameras as well. I don't normally film on my phone, so yeah, this is going to be a learning curve of how to produce live videos. But yeah, standing still would have probably been a better first go. But really, this is going to give me, when I watch this back, more of an insight into what corrections I need to make this work. Right, it's 5 to 12. So yeah, in 5 minutes. I'll try and head down here to Westminster Bridge, which I'll show you. I'll head down here to Westminster Bridge. The bridge is always filled with tourists. I can see police cars on there as well right now. I walked that way here and there was a huge crowd. They have the guys with the little cups, the con artists, and drawing a huge crowd. I don't know why people think they can win money from them, but yeah, it's always super popular. People are always getting fleeced. Think they can beat them. They're effectively magicians. It's not a betting shop, but yeah, the police are there now, probably dealing with that. Right, let's head Parliament Square. Maybe we'll go and check out the statue of Winston Churchill. And from there we get a good shot, which is across the road from the Houses of Parliament, Big Ben. We'll get a good shot of the Houses of Parliament from the front as Big Ben strikes 12. Apparently they're switching off Big Ben, or switching it off, stopping it from maintenance at some point this year. So it won't be striking 12. It won't be striking anything sooner or later for quite some time. Okay, this is tourist central. The crowd will start to thicken up a bit here. It's the same on the other side. For some reason, this stretch of the river here, it's always pretty quiet. Everyone heads straight over there, I guess. They head towards the London Eye rather than looking out from this side of the river. But yeah, check out the crowds. Okay, I've got about 2 minutes looking up at Big Ben, about 2 minutes to get across the road through these crowds. It's about 20 metres, but it takes longer than you'd imagine through these people. Okay, well, maybe a minute or less before it goes off. It goes on for quite a while. You'll get the full Westminster chimes first of all, then there's a pause, and then it will ring out 12. I want to head over here to Churchill. Made it. Okay, it's just about to hit 12, Parliament Square, so you've got great views here, House of Parliament. Let's made it just in time.
Where are you guys?
Okay, pretty cool, huh? Right, I'm going to call it time there. I hope you enjoyed this live broadcast from London. I'm sure it was pretty shaky, but like I was saying, I can work on that. And so there's kind of either an event or a protest going on here. I hope you enjoyed this trip to London. First live broadcast, so maybe a little shaky, maybe the sound was a bit ropey, a bit windy, but the key thing is, the amazing thing is I can broadcast to the world live from London, which is exciting. Right, more statues here at the back end of Parliament Square. They're not all British. We have Gandhi here. He was probably British at most points of his life, but he fought against that. But yeah, it's just the good and the great of politics. People who not only were British politicians, but I guess people who shaped British politics, which includes foreign policy. We've got Nelson Mandela here. That is Westminster Abbey. Right, I'm going to call it a day. Thanks for watching from Parliament Square, live from Parliament Square. A Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament. Always wanted to say that. Toodles.